I would consider my greatest achievement to be the relationships that I've built, from the relationships I have with my family, with my friends, with my boyfriend. They are the most important things to me that give me the most joy, and that I look to being a daughter, better friend, better partner each day, to really preserve those and grow with each of them. Now in my 40s, I value more and more my health. I realize how much a gift it really is. I'm so fortunate to have really good health, and I know that that's something that can change in an instant, and I am so grateful, and it's something that I really want to preserve as long as I can. The myth I would like to bust is I've heard sometimes that everything comes together in your 40s, but it's still a growing process. It's not everything figured out. It's definitely more than my 20s and my 30s, but it's still not everything figured out yet. I know I have a lot more to learn and a lot more growth to come. So it's not everything figured out yet. I would say it's being able to say good morning to my boyfriend and enjoy spending time with my cats and just being ready to start my day and seeing what happens next. I'm always looking for kind of what the next opportunity is, what the next challenge is, who I'm going to talk to, particularly in my line of work. So always something new each day. No, I mean, I think they need to be represented more, because I think the typical is in medicine or pharmaceutical advertising. There needs to, looking even in entertainment, looking for more stories about women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, because there's so much that they're doing, and there's so many interesting stories to tell about women who are older, and they're not some people that just kind of disappear at that point. So that's something that I look for more, and I don't think that they are represented. So there should be more of that. My relationship with time, I definitely feel it's speeding up. I feel that's so overstated that people say time goes fast, so much faster as you get older, and it's weird because it's true. So with time, I know I want to make the most of what time I have, and with the people. How I make the most of the time I have is spending it with the people that I love, and that's really what makes the most of the time that I have. The advice I would give women who are struggling is to really figure out what's holding you back and what's preventing you from feeling true happiness, true knowing who you are really deep at the core, to be able to express that and to just feel content in your body, in your soul, in your spirit. Find out what that blockage is, because it's so worth it on the other end to go through that and to just feel comfortable in who you are. It's not worth it. It's not worth living a life when you can't be able to express that. Some significant points in my life have been decisions I've made to move to different locations. So moving from the East Coast where I grew up down to California, that was a huge growing opportunity, but I made the most amazing friends and connections out there and built a whole life out there. It's for me, it's always been about the next move. So moving into Manhattan was actually the biggest moment, because it's where I ran into my now boyfriend again after being disconnected for many, many years. And it's always about being in those positions, being open to the next opportunity, because there's a reason why you are in that stage at that time, even if you don't really see it. But there's always a reason to kind of keep trying something new, keep moving forward, and amazing things happen. Beauty to me means it's not self-centered, but it's a centeredness in yourself and feeling grounded and not feeling perfect, but knowing that you can handle what comes at you, and accepting that things change, that you will look different, but you still possess that core nature of who you are, and that is where the true beauty comes from. It's not about what you look like, it's really what you put out in the world. My favorite traits about myself can be to a fault, but I am very honest. I really cannot lie. And I'm also very loyal. I really try to, like I've said, I've maintained friendships, but really my loyalty to people and being there when they need me is very important to me. The advice I would give a younger woman to feel confident and good in her own skin is to spend the time to get to know yourself in an accepting way, understanding, you know, what bothers you, what makes you happy, and really taking that time to understand yourself, because at the end of the day, it's you and yourself, and you're the one that's going to have all the experiences. It's not about any other relationship. It's the relationship you have with yourself that's going to get you through everything. So getting ready for the photo shoot was just, it was really relaxing. It's just, I enjoy so much like getting hair and makeup done and feeling and making today different than kind of the same kind of day in and day out, doing something that I've never done before, but just excited to kind of have this experience and learn a few things as well, just to be able to take out into the world. And I feel that this totally has done that. I think it was so much fun. I'm excited to see what the pictures look like, but also having this experience has been truly very memorable and enjoyable. Because it is different, but I do see, I guess I see myself starting to see myself as a 40-something-year-old that has, I don't look like what I do in my 20s, but I look pretty good as I do now in my 40s, and it's fascinating just to see what hair and makeup can kind of do. I wanted to be part of the 40 over 40. I thought it was such an interesting idea. One, just having a photo shoot experience is not something that I ever have done. But then having it be part of a bigger exhibition, meaning like other women are going through or having the same type of experience, and seeing eventually when we all come together, seeing what their stories are, what their experience was, and where they came from to be able to do the same thing. And there's not many opportunities to have kind of gatherings of women all the time. I have a great friend set, but you know, women just who don't know each other coming together in something like this is really special.